What's going on, everybody? David here, Travel Explore Click Live. So that is going to be our name. I'm going to stop changing the name around every time I come on here. I have a different name. Travel Explore Click Live. It makes sense, right? I mean, that's what the channel's all about. So that's what we're going to call it. So what's going on, everybody? Thank you guys for stopping by. You guys are in the room right now. Please hit the like button for me so we can bring more and more people in. We've got about 17 to 19, somewhere around there. It was just 19, now it's 17. They saw my face and they ran away. I don't know what's going on. Yes, please hit the like button as you guys come in, and that will help bring more people in. If you guys are new here, we talk about travel reward credit cards as well as just inspiring people to travel more. I like to inspire people by using points because money is probably one of the biggest crutches when it comes to travel. So I think if we can talk about money and say, hey, look, you can afford it, and here's how you can afford it, I think more people they won't be so reluctant to travel. I think we can all find time at some point. Let's say we work 9 to 5, right? We all get vacation, pretty much. Well, I won't say all, but the vast majority of people who work full-time or even part-time get some type of vacation time. So being able to use that vacation time to travel and do things you wouldn't imagine that you were even possible, I think is great. So that's what we're all about. So if you guys are here and you're new, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. And I'll give you a shout out on here if you guys subscribe. So just something to think about. I don't want to put any pressure on you, but I'm just letting you know. I do know when you guys subscribe because I'm able to see it. And I'll give you guys a shout out if you do subscribe during the show. Okay, guys, we're going to give some shout outs here. So if you guys are in the room, just let me know you're here just by giving me a hello, what's up, happy face, thumbs up, something. Just give me an indicator so I know you're here and I can give you a shout out. Nate and Jess, I was looking at some of the questions before and the comments before before I got started. And Nate and Jess brought up something that we're going to talk about today. So the United Explorer card, I didn't know anything about the business card changing their sign-up bonus. So I think that's something really good. Thank you, Nate, Jess, for pulling that up or putting that out there so I could do a little research prior to the show. I just wanted to come on today and just talk. So we'll just talk about travel credit cards, but we will talk about that. I think that's a pretty good. If you have a business, that's a pretty good sign-up bonus. If you don't have a business, you might struggle a little bit to hit that 6-month mark. Minimum spend, but if you can afford it, it's definitely a good something good to consider. Okay, guys, so you guys have hit the like button. We got about 10 likes right now. We got 20 people in the room, so please hit the like button. The reason that I bug you about hitting the like button is the more people that hit the like button, the more YouTube will promote it right now, and they'll say, oh, hey, you guys might want to see this, and then we'll have more people in. So the more the merrier. That's the way I look at it. We can all help each other out when it comes to travel credit cards and stuff like that, because I don't have all the cards. I have mainly Chase cards. So if you have questions about American Express, I can help you somewhat, but I don't have any personal experience with that. But the more people that we have in the room, the more people are going to have different cards, and they can also help you out. Okay, so let's see. Let's give some shout outs real quick. So Nate and Jess, thank you guys for stopping by. Scott, what's going on? Thank you for stopping by. Life for Business, what's going on? This beat always gets me hyped. Yeah, so he likes the intro music. Should I put that as my outro music too? I was thinking about putting that as my outro music with my tail end of all the videos that I put out. It's on here already, but I'm just talking about like the videos that I edit. At the very end, I have a different music, and maybe I'll just tie it all into the same song. That way, it's familiar. So when you hear it, you'll think of Travel Explore Click. So hopefully, yeah, I'll probably do that. Let me know what you guys think. All right, let's see. Fritz, what's going on? Thank you for stopping by. Let's see. Hi, David. Big up to my brother. I'm learning so much from you. Okay, no. I'm glad you're learning, man. I'm glad you're learning a lot. And it's not just me. There's a lot of people in this room that have a lot of experience, and I'm sure you're learning from them as well. Life for Business, I think I give you a shout out already. Dolly, what's going on? How you doing? All right. Let's see here. Let's keep on working. I just lost my place. So I got to find it again. Here we go. And when I say I lost my place, basically I'm scrolling down and then someone types something at the same time and it just drops me down to the very bottom of the chat, and then I have to work my way back up. So that's what, when I say I get lost, that's what I mean. All right. Jessica, what's going on? Jessica from Nate and Jess. You guys give me 2 views every time. I appreciate it. Hasif, what's going on? Let's see. Tavares, what's going on? All right, let's keep it down. Joe, what's going on? The Joe Hill Experience. Brian, what's going on? Daniel, what's going on? P. Gill, how you doing? Jay Gamble, what's going on? Daniel Garcia, what's going on? So there's a lot of names in here that I don't recognize, which is really good. That means either you guys have been watching before and now you're just giving me a little emojicon or what have you. I keep saying that wrong. I don't know how you say it. Emoji. Or you're new and you're just brand new and you're just coming in. You're just hearing about me. So that's good as well. Denisa, what's going on? And let's see. Any more? All right, we rounded it out. Okay, so we're going to talk about the United card first, the United Explorer card, the business card, and then we'll go into some Q&A. So if you guys have questions and stuff like that, just go ahead, feel free to put it in. But before we talk about the United card, please hit the like button. Please hit the like button if you have not done that already. And that way we will promote this even more. Okay, and I have all these little things. I never use them. Let's see. Boom. Yes, there it is. Hit the like button. Got my little animations that I never use. I have to change my animation to my subscribe because it's just too, the file is too long, which I didn't realize. It's a long-ended. It's the subscribe button, and then there's another thing that's tied to it. So I have to shorten it because it's just taking up way too much power for the computer to pull that up while we're doing a live stream. So it'll pull it up, but it's not a clean version. Okay, let's go ahead and share this with everyone so everybody can take a look at this. And all right, everything's good. All right, so I don't know when this came out. So Nate and Jess, if you guys had any information, I think you said you were looking at your Southwest business card and you happened to see that they had this promotion. So I don't know when they started this, but I think it's great for people who have a business. And I think most people who have a business can probably hit this. Like if you have like a full-time business, you could probably hit that 25,000. So let's look at the sign-up bonus here. You're going to get 50,000 bonus miles. That's after spending $5,000 on purchases within the first 3 months. Now, I have this card. I just got it back in, I believe it was February. And when I picked it up, it was 75,000 sign-up bonus. Actually, the old sign-up bonus was better for me than this one, because the old one, 75,000 bonus miles, that's after spending $5,000 within the first 3 months. That's the one that I had. Now this offers, you see where it is. So if you spend $5,000 within the first 3 months, you're going to get 50,000. And then if you spend an additional, or not additional, if you spend a total of $25,000 within a 6-month period, then you will get an additional 50,000 miles. So you'll have 100,000 miles, which I think is really good. And like I said, there's some businesses where you buy a lot of product, you're reselling, whatever you're doing, but some businesses can hit this. And some people can hit this too. I mean, let's think about it. If you're remodeling your house or you're doing some construction, stuff like that, you might be able to hit this as well. When I say remodeling your house, you need to have a business, but I'm just saying if you had some other expenses that you had to purchase and things like that, you might be able to hit this 25,000 as well. But I think that's a good sign-up bonus, 100,000. So for people who have businesses, this is the card to get. Looks like the card to get for right now. All right, let's look at some of the other benefits of the card. I just want to just look at that. One of the things I really like about it, it's a $95 annual fee card. So that's good. Now it's not waived the first year, so you do have to pay that up front. So just be aware of that. If you get the United Explorer, the personal card, it is waived. I believe it is waived for the first year. So that $95, they're both $95, but that one's waived the first year. Okay, let's see. You're going to earn 2 miles for every dollar spent. and that's going to be at restaurants, gas stations, and office supply stores. So pretty good. And I like the fact that United, the business version, they give you the office supply stores as well. Now I have the Chasing card. The Chasing Cash card is going to give me 5 points for every dollar spent at at office supply stores. And I have the Chasing Business Plus card, which will also give me 5 points for every dollar spent at the office supply stores. So they both trump this card, but it's still good. If you don't have those two cards, this is a good card to have because you'll at least get 2 points every dollar spent at office supply stores. Then you'll also get 2 points for every dollar spent on United purchases. So the United card, American Airlines, they do a real poor job when it comes to the earn possibility when you're flying on their metal, when you're paying for flights on their metal. They don't really give you anything worth using the card for. I'm going to use the Chase Sapphire Reserve in this case because I'm going to get 3 points for every dollar spent. I'm not going to use this card because I'm only getting 2 points for every dollar spent. Little things like this, United could change, and if they change that to their card, then their card would be more, how can I say? I don't want to say more desirable, but it would be used more often. But for whatever reason, they're keeping it at 2 points for every dollar spent. All right, so, and then 1 point for every dollar spent on all other purchases. Okay, and then you have the priority boarding here. So this is good. This is big for me. When I fly, I want to have priority boarding. I don't want to be that person that is the last one on the plane and not having any overhead space and having to stress out about the whole 24-hour, getting your boarding pass 24 hours in advance and all that. So if you have the priority boarding, you don't have to worry about that. You can just get your boarding pass whenever you want to get your boarding pass before you fly. You can even go to the airport now. There's no rush to get your boarding pass. Whereas if you don't have this, then yeah, you're trying to do it that 24-hour to the minute, right? So you can try to see if you can be up there in boarding. Okay, first free check bag, and then that savings, as they're saying, it's about $120 per round trip. So it's pretty good. I mean, you get the free check bag. Now, you have to use this card. So let me just give you a scenario. And I just did a video. I reviewed this card, not this card, the Explorer Plus card. I keep calling it the Explorer Plus. The Chase Explorer credit card, right? That's what they call it. And it's the Mileage Plus. I don't know why I keep saying the Explorer Plus, like the JetBlue Plus. That's what I think about. So the United Explorer Mileage Plus card, and this is the business version. I did a review of the personal version, and what was I talking about when it came to that? I don't even know where I was with that. Anyway, check it out. It was a couple of days ago that I put it out. But yeah, so the free check bag is huge. Now, that's what I was going to say. So you have to use it. So let's say I use miles. Okay, let's say I have Ultimate Reward points and I transfer them over to United and I book my flight on United. Now I need to use the United card to pay for my taxes and fees. If I do not use the United card to pay for my taxes and fees, the free check bags don't count and the priority boarding doesn't count. Okay, so the problem with that is if I book using the United Explorer card, whether it be the business or the regular card, I'm not getting the same travel protections that I'm getting with like a Chase Sapphire Reserve. Chase Sapphire Reserve will give you better travel protection. United travel protection isn't bad, but there's certain things like trip delay or like if your bags are delayed, there's a window. Like with the Chase Sapphire Reserve, the window is much shorter. So it's 6 hours. After 6 hours, then you can start recouping, being compensated, I guess you could say. Whereas with the United card, I believe it's like 12 hours or something like that. So different little things like that. It bothers me because now I know when I'm booking, if I want to get priority boarding in the free check bag, I have to use that card to pay for a portion of it, so the taxes and the fees. So that is, yeah, that bothers me. Now, is there a workaround? I don't really, I don't even know if that would work. Yeah, I was thinking maybe you book your flight, using the Chase, like let's say if you're paying cash, you book your flight using the Chase Sapphire Reserve, and then you do upgrades with the United card. Would that still work? I don't know. I don't know how that would play out. They say a portion of your flight, but I don't know how that would work. And that's like, yeah, if you're booking economy and you want to get the seats, the extra legroom seats or something like that. But for right now, I just use it. I use that card, and that's why I put out another video a couple of days ago about travel insurance. Travel insurance. If I'm traveling outside the country, that's something that I'm going to get from now on. Mainly because the medical emergency stuff, I want to have some type of money that, some type of insurance if there's any type of medical emergency that I might have. So I'll get that travel insurance on, the third-party travel insurance for that reason. And then you do have the trip delay and the baggage and all that stuff as well. So you have different, you can call on different insurance for different reasons. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on. So the employee cards, you get that at no cost and no foreign transaction fee, so that's good. You get the club passes, which I have the 2 club passes. They're on my app. So I've never used them. I've never been in a United Club lounge. From what I'm hearing, they're not very. they're just okay. Probably just like a regular Priority Pass lounge. Let's see, anything contactless pay. Okay, so you have that. Travel and purchase coverage. Okay, purchase coverage is a big deal, but here it is right here. So they're showing you all of their different perks. Okay, so look, it is 6 hours here. So I think this is the same as the Chase Sapphire Reserve. So that's good. Let's see, do they have any other stuff here? Reimbursement? I think all this stuff is pretty good. I think it's comparable to Chase Sapphire Reserve. Let's see, trip delay reimbursement. Maybe that's what I was looking at. That was 12 hours. So yeah, purchase protection. This is really good. The purchase protection here. I used it and it works. Not with this card, but with the World of Hyatt card. I purchased a laptop and silly me picked up the laptop. I was holding the laptop opens. I was holding the monitor, like the screen, and I have a smaller laptop that I carry everywhere. This was a larger laptop, and so it's like a 15-inch. I have a small little 13-inch, and I always just grab it by the screen and just move it around, and it's light, so it's fine. But this is a heavier laptop, so I was just getting ready to jump on a show. This is like 4 weeks or 4 months, 5 months ago, and I picked it up by the screen, and I just hear a crack, and then the screen just went blank. So I used the purchase protection, and I called them. It was about 3 months after I had purchased it. I didn't even think about it. I'd never used purchase protection before. I wasn't even thinking about it, but then I started thinking, I'm like, yeah, you know what? I did use my credit card because I use my credit card for everything now. So let me see if it works. And so I called them, and sure enough, they told me, okay, you just need to go here and you fill out your information there. Just let them know you have to have the receipt, so you make a copy of that, and you have to have like either a quote or the job done, like the receipt of the job that you had done with it with your laptop. And I think it covers up to, World of Hyatt covered up to $500. This covers up more, so this is a better card to use for that. But yeah, sure enough, I mean, it works. It does work. So, and that's one of the reasons I always tell people, if you're going to purchase something, have cash or have the money in the bank. Okay, don't ever use your credit card if you don't have the money in the bank. Don't be that person that I used to be in thinking I have my credit cards for emergency reasons, and then I'm not saving money because I have my credit card. I don't have to worry about saving money because I have my credit card. Don't be that person. Save your money, put in the savings, have that credit card, and make sure that money's in the bank when you use that credit card. Especially the travel credit cards. If you want to have like, okay, I need an emergency credit card, then have a regular credit card that's an emergency credit card with a very, very low interest rate. And I mean, the way that I do things is I pay everything off every month. But let's say you are in a bind and you need something, then you have that card. But don't use a travel credit card for that, because that's the interest on those cards, on these cards, are just crazy, crazy high. Okay, so yeah, all right. So we looked at all the stuff on this card. So pretty good card. Let's look at the United, the regular Explorer card, just so you guys can see the difference here. Okay, yeah, we'll see we can at least look at the difference. One thing that this card does not have, which I'm shocked, but they don't, and I just realized it now, is they don't have the global entry TSA PreCheck. I do not see that on here. Travel benefits, maybe? Yeah, I don't see it. They do not have it. So they give you, looks like they're giving you the 2 club passes, I guess, instead of global entry, which I think global entry is is definitely more worth it than the club passes. All right, let's see. Can I go to the regular screen? I guess I can't. All right, we can look at it from here. That's fine. So they have, it's $95 annual fee, but it's waived the first year, so that's good. You don't have to worry about paying that. So that is a difference between that and the United Business. You're going to get 2 miles for every dollar spent on United purchases, 2 miles for every dollar spent at restaurants, and hotel accommodations. Okay, so they're giving you hotel accommodations instead of what the business card was giving you. What it was at the office supply stores. So gas stations and office supply stores. Okay. So just looking at some of the differences here, I think it's always interesting to see the differences. You're getting the 2 club passes with this card as well. Wow. So free check bag, priority boarding, so you get all that, and then you get the global entry. 25% on United in-flight. So this card, this card is a better card. The sign-up bonus is just lower. So, and the minimum spend, $2,000 in 3 months to hit that minimum spend of 40,000 points. So yeah, I've never really looked at these 2 cards side by side. Maybe I should have done a video on this a long time ago. Yeah, it'll be something coming in the future. Yeah, so I'm thinking maybe the travel insurance is different. There's got to be something. Let's see. View full benefits. Because yeah, I don't know what I was looking at here. Right. Yeah, if you guys know or you see the difference, please put it in the chat and we'll talk about it. But right now, if I'm looking at both cards, if you have a business and you think you can hit that 100,000, then wow, by all means, that other card or the business card is better. But if not, then at this point right now, this is a better card to get. When I got it, like I said, the business card, it was 75,000. I needed to spend 5,000 to hit that. That was very, yeah, that was. I still think that was the right move. The TSA PreCheck global entry credit, I don't need that because I have it with the Chase Sapphire Reserve. So this is not something that I need, but it is still good to have. And if you don't have like one of the top tier cards that offer you global entry, this is the perfect card to get. I looked at this card and the Venture card. Those are the 2 cards right now where you can get the card with a $95 annual fee, but they waive it that first year, so you're getting the card for free, and then you can get TSA PreCheck or global entry. So, yeah, that's a real good benefit. But yeah, this card is good. This card is just as good, if not better, than the business version. So just something to think about. And the categories too, like we said, the categories are a little bit different with this card. So this is geared more toward business, right? Office supply stores, gas stations. Gas stations are for everybody, really. But yeah, you just have to kind of look and see what your benefits are, what you can use for it to make sense. All right, guys, let's check out what's going on in the chat room. Okay. Yeah, YouTube has been acting up I would say the last day. I don't know what's going on, but like everything is down. Like I don't. They said that there were some issues. They did put it out, but when I'm just looking at my stats and stuff like that, not on here, but on my regular stats, it just shows it's sad. But I was doing really well yesterday, and then all of a sudden, it just dive. But I guess whatever, there's something going on with like the real time views and all that stuff, and it's just showing, it's not showing the correct numbers. And I have a phone app. My phone app saying one thing. When you go on the computer, it's showing something else. So it's all messed up. Okay, let's go ahead and answer some questions here. If you guys have a question specifically for me, just put at TEC, and I will definitely address those questions. And if you have a question for the group, just put the question out there, and I'm sure someone will be able to jump on it and help you out. Let's see. Okay, so let's move on down. And thank you guys all for stopping by. Yes, this is impromptu. You guys know I like live streams, and it's Thursday afternoon. I'm thinking, you know what? I'm gonna jump on and just do a live stream. So it happens, right? It happens. Okay, let's see. David saying, just checked into my hotel room for the night. Glad I'll be able to watch this. Cool, David. Cool, man. Thanks for being here. All right. Nate, yeah, she had that little credit card. I don't even know how to. I don't really do all the different emojis and stuff. And I'm just new to the whole GIFs or whatever they're called. And I can start incorporating those into this video or into like my soundboard thing. So I'm going to start doing that in the future. But I do like the little GIFs and stuff. I think they're pretty cool. They're pretty funny. I always see them in the WhatsApp groups that I'm in, so it's pretty funny. All right, let's see. Any questions? Let's see. Okay, so P. Gill saying, love your content, sir. Keep it up. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that, buddy. Okay, if you have any questions directly, please look at my moderator, Dolly. Thank you, Dolly. Dolly is looking out for me. All right, let's see. It says no, so no, get a new outro. So put a new one in, not the same one that I used, but something different. Is that what you're saying? All right, we'll have to work on some different tunes. I have a bunch of like Epidemic Sound. If you guys have ever heard of that, they have like royalty-free music, and that's what I use. So I'll have to do some more research when it comes to that. Let's see. Oh, I missed a lot of people here. I just jumped down. All right, let me move back up here. Okay. Okay, Daniel, ISG today increased their sign-up bonus to $125,000, and their earning rate for the first 12 months on ISG stays is 40 times, wow, 40 times points and 4 times on everything else. Yeah, that's good, Daniel. That's good. You just need a lot of points in order to stay at IHG properties, so just be aware of that. The only thing that I don't like about IHG is you're stuck with using that card in order to earn points. And what I mean by that is IHG and Chase, they're partners. So I can transfer points from Chase ecosystem over to IHG. But when I'm transferring those points, I'm losing so much value. It's like, I think IHG is like 0.6 cents per point. Whereas Hyatt, for example, is 1.7 cents per point. The ultimate reward points that are sitting in the ultimate rewards, like Chase ecosystem, and these are all TPG's evaluations, but they do a really good job. That blog does a really good job of evaluating these points and saying how much they think they're valued at. So a Chase point in the ultimate rewards program is about 2.1 cents per point, something like that. American Express, their points are rated at like 2 cents per point. So when you have that, and let's say I wanted to transfer them over to United, and I can't remember what United is, maybe like 1.5 cents per point or something. But when you transfer them over to United, you're not losing much as far as value. When I transfer them over to Hyatt, 1.7 cents per point, I'm not losing that much value, right? Because United, the Ultimate Rewards program has them at about 2.1%, or 2.1 cents per point. So when I transfer them, I'm not losing that much value. But when I transfer them over to IHG and I'm getting 0.6 cents per point, I'm losing a lot of value. So the IHG card is great because you can earn a lot of points fast, but you're stuck using that card in order to book more nights. You need to use that card because you don't want to use those Ultimate Reward points over at IHG because you're going to lose so much value by transferring them over. That's the only problem that I see with IHG. I don't mind their properties. I've actually stayed at, like, I used to stay at the Holiday Inn Expresses all the time. Believe it or not, in other countries, Holiday Inn Express they're pretty nice hotels. So I used to stay in those, like in Colombia, I stayed at Holiday Inn Express. Really nice. I was in Cartagena. Really nice hotel. Had the rooftop pool, and it was new. Had, they served breakfast, free breakfast. It was a really good experience. But the only thing is, like I said, you don't want to transfer those points over. And when I stayed there, if I remember correctly, we just paid cash. Like, it wasn't, one thing about Colombia, hotels are really not that expensive. It might have been maybe $60 a night or something. But anyway, so that's the only problem. What I like is I like to have a Hyatt card that will complement my Chase cards, because now I can earn money with using the World of Hyatt card. But then if I need to top off my points with Hyatt, I can go ahead and top them off with what I have in the Ultimate Rewards program. Same with United, I can just top them off, and I'm not losing that much value. But the minute you start transferring points, and you need to transfer 15,000 points over to IHG so you can stay one night, then that's when you're really gonna feel it. So that's my 2 cents when it comes to IHG. But not bad property. If you want to use those cards and you're committed to using that card and you're getting 4 points on all other spin, and you're using the card and you're fine, then you're good to go. But you have to use that card. All right, let's go ahead and move on down. Okay. Flashpoint Capital, what's going on, brother? So he's back now from Mexico. So you got to start getting up live, man. What's going on? I haven't seen a video in a while either, man. I'm getting on it, man. I got to put some pressure on Jason there. Get some videos out. He said he had some stuff. He was out there filming some vlogs and stuff like that. So can't wait to see it, man. Just let me know when you put it out. Put it in the WhatsApp group. Just put a link in there so we'll all know that the video's out. And then we're going to have to start doing some more live streams, man. So you're going to have to come on my show, and I'm going to go on your show, and we're going to go back and forth. Denisa, what's going on? Let's see. Pico, Flashpoint, where you been? Yeah, Flashpoint was in Mexico. He was living it up. He was showing some, in the WhatsApp group, he was showing us some video of his trip. Real nice hotel, man, real nice. Let's see here. Okay, so Jay Gamble's asking, does the United card affect your 524? So the business version, no. It's not going to affect your 524 in the sense that it doesn't take a slot. Now, if you already have 524, you're not going to qualify for that card, the business card. You won't qualify for any card. So just be aware of that. But if you have not hit 524 yet and you want to get that card, then you're fine. You can get the card and you're not going to take a slot. So that's one of the benefits of getting the business cards. If you do qualify, now you have to have a business, or you have to make money outside. Like if you have a regular full-time job, I have a regular full-time job, and then I have a photography business. My photography business is the job that I have on the side, or business I have on the side. So that will qualify. You can qualify as a sole proprietor. You can use your social security number, but they're going to look at how much income you make in your regular job. They're going to check your credit, obviously, in your personal credit, and then they'll take that into consideration as far as approving you for the card. But yeah, it's not going to take a slot. Okay. All right. Okay, Jessica, United Explorer promotion is going on until October 10th. Okay, thank you, Jessica, for the additional info. So that's pretty good. Like I said, if you have a business and you spend 25,000, or let's say like I know Nate and Jess, they have rental properties. So if you're doing some renovation in rental properties at the time, sign up for the card, do those renovations, hit that $25,000 within that 6-month period, and then get that 100,000 points. Let's see. Michael, what's going on, buddy? How you doing today? I am doing well. Let's see. Bruce Law, what's going on, buddy? That's why I don't like airline cards, because of the low earn potential. Yeah, they're all horrible. But I would get JetBlue or Delta cards for their bonuses. Yeah, and you know what, the JetBlue Plus card's it's not that bad. You're getting, what, 6 points for every dollar spent with that card when you're booking directly. I actually like the fact, and I just did a review on this yesterday, on this card. You guys got to check those videos out. There's 2 videos that I just put out, and they're doing poor. I don't know if I'm not going to blame YouTube, but they are having some issues right now, and they said that there's something wrong with the video playback or something like that. So the real-time views and then the video playback, there's something wrong with both those things. But those videos are doing terrible. So go over there. Just do me a favor. Not right now, but after we're done, there's 2 videos I just put out. Just go over there. You can just hit the video or turn the video on. You don't even have to watch the whole thing if you don't want, but just hit the like button. That way it'll put it out to more people, because they're not promoting it at all. I don't know what happened. But yeah, anyway. So the JetBlue card, what I like about it, 6 points for every dollar spent. And then someone was telling me, in the comments section, I don't remember who it was, but they were just saying that that you get an additional, if you are JetBlue member, like not Mosaic, because Mosaic is their top status, but if you're like a JetBlue member, then you get additional points when you make that purchase. I think she was saying it was like six more points. It was like 12 points for every dollar spent if you have the card plus the membership. And membership is free just to sign up for it. So. Yeah, that's a really good card. Plus, you get the 50% off purchases. So for food, and I think that's huge. You don't see very many cards like that. You'll see a lot of them with 25%. So they'll give you a 25% discount if you make purchases for like the entertainment on the plane, or if you want to buy food or something like that. But JetBlue gives you 50%. So, and I've looked at their meals before. They're like, and they're little boxes, basically. It's a little box of stuff. But usually they're around $12, $13. So 50%, so you're getting it for $7, $6 or $7. That's really good, considering that anywhere in the airport, you can get a sandwich, a cold sandwich, and it's going to cost you $7, $8, even $9. Actually, they're like more like $9 to get a sandwich that's like a cold sandwich in the gift shop. Trust me, I know, because I used to do that all the time before I started getting into points and stuff, and started realizing, hey, there are these things called lounges that you can have access to. All you need to do is get a credit card. And yeah, so once I started realizing that, then it started to change kind of the way that I thought about things. I remember I was sitting, this was a while ago, I was sitting in the airport, and I think it was a family trip. We were going to Hawaii. This is probably like our first trip to Hawaii. And I'm sitting there, and you know how you have to sit and you wait, and they tell you, oh, we're at the gate, so we're getting ready to go, and they're doing all the priority people. And I'm just sitting there, and I'm thinking, how do all these people get to go in front of us? And so, you know, they tell you, just have a seat, You know, we're not going to call your number for a while. You just need to wait. And I'm like, how are all these people like going in front? And so finally I realized, well, I already knew, like, you know, of course they tell you, like, if you are, you know, if you have any medical conditions, you can go first. If you have kids, you can go first. Active military, some airlines, active military can go first. First class passengers can go first. So I already knew that, But then all this other stuff, like the frequent flyer stuff, I had no idea. Like I didn't know that whole thing. And so they're just rattling off all these different, if you are this, you can go. And I'm thinking, well, how do I be a part of that? And so I remember looking at some info with credit cards, and I was like, oh, priority boarding. Wow. So if I had a credit card, I can get priority boarding. So that kind of sparked something in me, but that was years ago. It was probably like 6, 7 years ago. But I didn't make a move on it. I just just was like wondering, how are these people able to do this? So, all right, let's see. David, Proud Money Cashback sucks. What? Are you talking about Proud Money's channel? Cashback sucks? I don't know. Let's see. Proud Money credit card reviews and building. What's going on? Oh, so is this Proud Money? What's going on, buddy? Is this Proud Money from the channel, Proud Money? I don't know. I'm all confused right now. Anyway, if not, I'm gonna still give you a plug. Hopefully this is the channel, because if it's not, then I'm gonna send somebody somewhere else. Anyway, I've been watching his channel. He has a really good channel. He talks about credit cards, travel reward credit cards, and a variety of different things. Pretty much same stuff that we talk about on here. He talks about on his channel. So if you have, after this show, jump over to his channel, Proud Money, and give him a view. Check out his stuff. I don't know why am I talking weird right now. Go over to his channel, check out his videos, subscribe to his channel, and hopefully I'll be able to have Proud Money on. I haven't even talked to him about it, but I haven't hit anybody up this week. I'm going to start hitting more people up. So yeah, that's that. All right, Anthony, what's going on? Hey, I hope everyone is having a great week so far. I'm having a great week. It's almost Friday, so it's good. We only have one more day and then the weekend starts. Let's see. Peltwork, what's going on? Okay, let's see. Questions specifically for me, just put at TEC. That way I know. And like, if it's a long-ended thing and it doesn't say at TEC, I'm just gonna kind of skip it. So, because I'll just think you guys are talking back and forth with other people. So I don't want to take too much time trying to decipher what's what. Okay, let's see. Was the United Business card insurance coverage always this good, or did they up their game? I don't know. Like, and this is Nate and Jess asking this. That travel credit. The travel insurance was pretty good, right? I don't remember it being that way. Maybe I'll have to put it up side by side with the Chase Sapphire Reserve, but I think it was pretty comparable. I know it's better than some of the other ones. I know it's better than the World of Hyatt for sure, because I was really looking into that one when I had the purchase protect, or when I was trying to get the purchase protection and all that. So I do know it's better than that one, but I had no idea that it was that good. So now I feel a little more comfortable, because I remember on my my last flight, was it my last flight? Yeah, my last flight to Hawaii. That's what I did. I used the purchase protection, and not purchase protection. God, my mind is all flustered right now. My last trip to Hawaii, I used it for the taxes and fees, because I wanted to make sure I got the priority boarding in the free check bag. But I remember thinking in the back of my head, I'm like, wow, I wish I could use my Chase Sapphire Reserve, because I'll get better value with that, as far as better benefits, as far as travel protection. But it's pretty comparable, it looks like. So I'm gonna do a little more research just to make sure. Let's see here. All right. Okay, Michael, I don't keep money in the bank. Use credit for almost everything though. Okay, so you guys are. Okay, so Peltwork, let's see, many cards give global entry and it's only needed once every 5 years. Yeah. And I know you guys are talking back and forth, but I just saw that. It kind of raised my eye. Yeah, you could only get your global entry is good for 5 years, so then it'll expire after that. So you only need it every 4.5 years, every 4 years you can get the credit on your card. That's just so you don't have to wait until the end of that 5 years to qualify for the credit, and then you might have a lapse in time with global entry, which reminds me, I'm probably going to have to start looking at getting it again. I mean, I have it right now, but I think it'll expire next year maybe. So I might have to start looking into that global entry. Now, I haven't said this in a long time. Global entry, you want to get global entry, not TSA PreCheck. A lot of people will see on there, it'll say you can get TSA PreCheck credit or global entry credit. You want to go with the global entry credit. Don't worry about the TSA PreCheck credit because TSA PreCheck credit is $85. The global entry credit is $100. So obviously you want to go for the $100, right? Now there's two reasons that you want to, one is the money, you're getting more for your money, your credit. The other thing is you are going to get TSA PreCheck when you get global entry. So if I apply for global entry, I get both global entry and TSA PreCheck. If I apply for TSA PreCheck, I get TSA PreCheck. I don't get global entry. And I know if you're new here, you're probably asking, well, what is global entry? Why do I need global entry? Global entry is for re-entering the country. So when I fly to Colombia, on my way back, I have to go through customs. So when I come back to go through customs, there's a separate global entry line. Okay, so you have a separate global entry line and you'll have a separate mobile passport. So mobile passport is just another option. I'll talk about that in a second. But the global entry line, you're going to a kiosk. So you just go to the kiosk, you put your fingerprints down there, they take your fingerprints, you put your passport down there, they record the passport, you answer a few questions. It's the same questions like the declaration form that you have that you have to fill out when you come back into the country. It's the same thing. You don't have to fill out that declaration form anymore if you have global entry. You just fly on in, go to the kiosk, do those quick little steps. It takes like 3 minutes at most. It takes a picture of you. It gives you a little ticket. It'll spit out a little ticket. You walk that ticket over to the customs agent. He'll wave you on through. And then you go to pick up your bags if you have to pick up your bags. If you don't have to pick up any bags, like I like to just have my carry-on, my personal item, then I'm done. At that point, I go right through the customs agent, and then in the baggage claim, they usually have another customs agent. You're like right there in baggage claim anyway, and then you just walk on through. You give him your ticket, he'll take your ticket, and then you're good to go. It's so fast. I mean, it literally it takes like 5 minutes total. If I don't have to wait for my bag, that's the only problem. That's the only problem with global entry, and they can't fix that. But the last time when I came in, when I went to Hawaii, I did pack. Did I have a? No, that wasn't the last time. The last time when I came back from Colombia, I had to check a bag because I brought all. It was for Carnival, so I brought all my camera equipment, so I had to check a bag. And so that was the only problem with global entry is I got in there, got through the line. I was done like 5 minutes. You know, it took me 5 minutes to get through that whole process. And there was a huge line of all the people that had to go through customs. Well, once I got to the baggage claim, now I'm waiting. And I had to wait like 15, 20 minutes. And some of the people, they actually got through there pretty quick because some of the people some of the people that are on my plane, you know, met up with me at the baggage claim. And the bags were delayed a little bit too. Like they didn't tell us where the bags were and all that, so we're standing there. But that's the only downfall. Now, if you do the carry-on, you're fine because you just go right through and you're done. Now, mobile passport, that's another option. And if you do not have global entry, mobile passport is the way to go. It's an app that's on your phone. It's free of charge. You don't have to pay anything for it. And it's the same concept. But there is a separate line for mobile passport. Now, mobile passport at some point will fill up. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more people doing mobile passport because it's convenient as well, and it's better than going through the regular line. So what you do is you fill out all the same information like the declaration thing that's on your phone, and then so you can fill it out. And I think you can do it offline on the mobile app. So you can do now. One thing I will say is don't do both. So don't have global entry and the mobile passport. Like some people will think, oh, I'll just have both, and I'll see what line's shorter or whatever. Don't do that because if you do the declaration on the mobile passport and then you try to go over to the global entry kiosk, there's going to be a problem. It's because it's recognizing you as, you know, one person's in the system already on this on the mobile passport, and now they're coming in on the system on global entry, so it'll raise a flag. So you don't want to do that. I think someone did that before, and that's not something you want to do. So do one or the other. And if you have global entry, there's no reason to get mobile passport. I'm telling you, global entry is the fastest way to get through. The second fastest would be the mobile passport. Anyway, you fill it out. I think you can do it offline, and then once you touch down, then when you turn your phone on, then all that information is uploaded into the system, and then you go through. And I think you do. Do you take a selfie? I think you take a picture of yourself. I don't know. I've never used mobile passport, but I do see people going and using it. I see the line every time that I go in global entry. But like I said, if you have global entry, there's no reason to do global passport or to get the mobile passport. Okay, so hope that helps with anyone who doesn't know anything about global entry or TSA PreCheck. I didn't talk much about TSA PreCheck, but so global entry is for re-entering the country. TSA PreCheck is if you're flying domestically. So if you're flying to different states, then that's what TSA PreCheck is. There's a separate line that you go through. So I go through a separate line at the checkpoint, or any of the checkpoints, and you don't have to take your shoes off. You don't have to take your computers out of the bag. You don't have to take all your camera equipment out or anything like that. Although if you have a lot of camera equipment, like I usually, when I travel, I have a lot of equipment. Like when I came back from Hawaii, my whole backpack was full of camera equipment. My drone, all my cameras, like 2 cameras, action camera. I just had all my stuff in there. And so on my way back, they had to search my bag. Like he was like, "Hey, I know you're TSA PreCheck, and you can keep your computers and all that stuff in your bag, but you have so much. We have to run it through, and I have to physically check it." So that's what they did there. And it wasn't just, and this was in the U.S., but it happened to me in El Salvador too. When I came through El Salvador, and this was really bad because I didn't almost miss my flight, but my flight was boarding, and we got off one plane, and I had 45 minutes until the next flight. So we got off one plane, and our boarding was right there. Like right when we got off, our boarding was right there, but it was all roped off, and they made us go back through security right there because they have security you have to go through security at the gate. So it's a little different there. So I'm going through security, same thing happens. They run it through, they pull both my bags, and they had to check, just physically go through my bags and check. And so I'm looking at people, and mind you, I'm flying business class, so I'm thinking, oh man, I could have been the first one on the plane, and I'm watching people just go in, go into the plane while I'm standing in line waiting for my bags to be searched. Yeah, so that was a little irritating, to say the least. Okay, let's move on. Oh man, where are we going here? Let's see. And guys, I want you guys to let me know too what days you like best to watch me. I'm just taking a poll. So you can just in the chat just put Thursday, Saturday, Monday. And like I said, I'm just putting it out there. We're still keeping it Saturday and Monday, but I'm just I want to know what like people's patterns and like when would you prefer to watch a live stream around 7 o'clock, the same time. When would you prefer to watch it? Okay, let's see here. Let's move on down. Let's see. Wow, I went way, way down. Let's see. I've completely lost my place now. Let me try to find where we left off here. Okay, I remember that question. I remember that one. Okay. And just like that, I lost my place again. All right, I'm just gonna work through. Now, if I missed your question, I apologize. I'm just kind of starting where I think I left off, but no, I didn't leave off there. Okay, here we go. Okay. What is going on, guys? I'm looking at stuff. I'm thinking, what is this? How to build credit TV? What's going on, brother? So we got Dwayne in the house. So Dwayne does live streams every Monday. You got to check him out. He talks about how to build your credit. So a really good channel. He was on our show about 2-3 weeks ago. Really good guest. Has a lot of knowledge when it comes to building credit. So he's getting. I think he's starting to use travel credit cards now. So he's jumping over to the dark side, I guess you could say. But yeah, it's a real good channel. So you want to check it out. How to Build Credit TV. Go over there, watch his videos, subscribe to his channel, and then check him out on Monday. He does a live stream before mine. So it's usually, I think, 5 p.m. Pacific time, something like that. I'm sure he can let us know in the chat. But yeah, check his channel out. You can watch his live stream, and then you can jump over and watch my live stream at 7. So yeah, he's real good information over there. Okay, and David, I don't know what you're talking about. Proud Money is one of those evil channels who promote and think cashback cards are the best. Now, you know what? When it comes to cashback cards, I don't have a problem. Like, not everyone travels, right? So all I'm saying is get something. Don't just give money away. Like, my whole life until 3 years ago, I was just giving money away for free. Like I'm making purchases with my debit card. I'm making purchases using cash. And even credit cards, some of the credit cards that I had back in the day, I wasn't earning any points or anything. So I'm fine with, like, if that's your strategy to use cashback cards and use get cards and use them for cashback, that's fine. Businesses do it all the time. It's part of the way that they make a little extra income or save money, I guess you can say, if they're getting like 5% off and all that. So yeah, I'm all for that. For me, I happen to like to travel. And the fact that I like to travel is why I like the travel credit cards. And I'm not really a big fan of the cashback cards unless I can redeem those points, like transfer those points up. So like I like the Chasing Cash card. That's a cashback card. I like the Chasing Unlimited card. That's a cashback card. The Chase Freedom cards, cashback card. Chase Freedom Unlimited. So you have those cashback cards, but I like those because I can transfer those points up to Chase Sapphire Reserve and then use those points for travel. But that's what I like to do. I like to travel. Some people don't like traveling. And if you don't like traveling, get something for your money, right? So if you're using that credit card and you're getting cash back and then you use that cash back to buy something, more power to you. But my deal, I like to travel, and I like to travel right. I like to travel business class, first class, stay at some nice hotels, and do it all for almost nothing. So that's my strategy. We all have our different strategies. So yeah, I don't have any problem with people getting something for your money because we see it all the time. I see it all the time now. I was that person. Now I see these same people that they swear up and down, I'm using my debit card for all of my purchases. I'm using cash for all my purchases. And it irks me because it's like, God, you're just throwing money away. Like, you can earn points on this. And a lot of people look at the points and they think, well, I'm not getting that many points. Who cares? 3%, 2%, who cares? 5%, no big deal. But over a year, let's just look at it this way. You get that, and let's say you do the cash back and you get the 3% or the 5%, and you get that and every year, that's your little Christmas fund or whatever you want to make it, right? So you spend money every year, and then at the end of the year, then you look and you have this little extra money that's saved up. And it'll be a nice little chunk depending on how much money you spend every year. And then you can use that money for Christmas gifts or for a gift for yourself if you want to do that during Christmas time or whatever. I'm just using Christmas because it's at the end of the year. But what I'm saying is get something for your money. Get something for it. Use your money to make money. And that's what credit card travel credit cards and cashback cards, that's what it's all about. You're using your money You're leveraging the money that you have, not the money you don't have. Because if you don't have money, don't use these credit cards. But if you have money, leverage the money you have, earn some extra little points on top of that. The beauty of travel credit cards, and what I really like about travel credit cards, and the reason that I do travel credit cards instead of cashback, is because travel credit cards, sometimes you can get so much, I mean, the value is just so incredible. It just, I mean, it's exciting. It's a rush for me when I check into a hotel like I did in Hawaii, and it's 25,000 points just for one night, which is a lot, but I'm staying at a Grand Hyatt, right? But I check into the hotel and it's free. I don't have to pay anything. Let alone they bump me up to a suite, and I'm sitting in Kauai in this suite hitting the little remote and watching my, you don't know how many times I had my curtains go up and down just because I wanted to watch it. I mean, yeah. Anyway, so they had these curtains that, from the floor to the ceiling, and you just hit a switch and the curtains, they're on a remote and they go up. And so you can be in your bed. So I'd be laying in the bed, and I did this in the morning. I had to do it, right? So I would wake up and I just hit the button, and the blinds just started coming up while I'm sleeping. And then on the other side, the sunrise. So yeah, it was amazing. Let's just say that. But anyway, I'm just saying, get something for your money. So I don't have a problem with people with cashback or that do the cashback option. All right. Let's see. And Prop Money saying, thanks for the plug. Don't often have a chance to check out other people's live streams. Yeah, you need to check us out, man. We're always here. We're here. I'm here too much now. I'm always on this live stream, but I do like doing live streams, so it's good. Let's see here. And Dwayne saying I'm definitely already in bed right now. I got up at 5:45. Oh, wow. Okay, so here we go. Pelt work. Let's see, do you think the reserve is a better value than the preferred with the current benefits? So when you say better value, it's a better card, just flat out. Like it's a better card. So can you bring that $450 annual fee down to zero? If that's what you're asking, yes, you can, but you need to travel. So at least 3 to 4 times a year, that's bare minimum. If you don't travel that often, then this card's probably not going to be a good card for you. You will get that $300 travel credit, and that $300 travel credit can go a long way because you can use it for taxis, Ubers, trains, buses. You can use it for a variety of different things. You don't have to travel in a plane or stay in a hotel. You can use it for other things. But I would highly suggest that if you're getting that Chase Sapphire Reserve, you're traveling, you're going to use the Priority Pass lounges, the Priority Pass restaurant credits, which are huge. Those Priority Pass restaurant credits that's where you can make a lot. That's where you can get a lot of your money back if you use those correctly. And then like car rental, stuff like that, you can get some money back with that. And then using the card. So if I'm using the card, I'm getting 3 points for every dollar spent at restaurants, 3 points for every dollar spent on travel. So by the end of the year, I would have, let's say I spend $10,000 on that card within a year. Like usually you'll probably spend more than that, but let's say you spend $10,000 in the 3% category, the 3 points for every dollar spent. Well, that's 30,000 points that I've accrued just on that card alone, which if you're looking at 1 cent per point, which ultimate reward points are worth more than that, but let's say bare minimum you're looking at 1 cent per point, that's $300. And like I said, TPG values the ultimate reward points at 2.1 cents per point. So let's just say 2 cents per point. Well, that's $600 value. So every year, if I use that card in the 3% category, and I spend $10,000 on it, then I'm looking at about $600 in value. So that alone, just that gets you your annual fee. Plus, you get the $300 travel credit, and like I said, all the other little perks that are in there. I never count the sign-up bonus in my evaluation when I'm looking at getting a card. Let me kind of go over this too, because some people asked me this before. When I'm looking at getting a travel credit card, there are a few things that I'm looking for. I'm looking for a card that's what we call a keeper card, a card that I'm going to keep and I can use over time. Either I can use it over time, like every year, or I can get that annual fee value out of it every year. So the United card that we're just talking about, United Explorer card, the business version and the regular version, that's a card that I'm probably not going to use on a regular basis, maybe every once in a while, just to make sure the card is, they don't close my account because of inactivity. So I'll use it every once in a while, and I'll use it when I fly somewhere because I want to make sure I get the priority, the PreCheck bag and the priority boarding. But it's one of those cards that it's not going to be my everyday card, and it never will be my everyday card because the earn possibility on the card is not very good. So I have other cards that are going to get me better earn possibility. But the reason that it's a keeper card is I get the priority boarding and the PreCheck bag. That's the main reason, okay? And those two things will pay for that $95 annual fee in my mind. Because if I'm traveling 3 to 4 times a year, I can easily get that value. I don't always do a checked luggage, but on occasion I will do checked luggage. I'm going to Colombia in 3 months, in October. So I'm going to Colombia in October. I'm going to check a bag when I go to Colombia. Actually, I think I even get a PreCheck bag anyway without that. But anyway, so different situations I can use that PreCheck bag. I like having the priority boarding as well. So it's valuable to me, even though I'm not going to use a card on a regular. But the first thing I look at, I want to get cards that are keeper cards. Now, other cards that I'm looking at, keeper cards, they have to have good earn possibility. If they're not giving me a free night or PreCheck bag or something like that, then they have to have good earn possibility or I'm not going to get the card. So Chase Sapphire Reserve, good earn possibility, 3 points for every dollar spent on restaurants and travel. So that's a good card. That's a good keeper card. Now, some of the other cards, let's say it's a 0 annual fee card, I'm fine with getting the Chase Inc. Business Preferred or the Chase Inc. Or not Chase Inc. Business Preferred. Chase Inc. Business Preferred is a $95 annual fee. But the Chase Inc. Unlimited or the Chase Inc. Cash card or the Chase Freedom card or the Chase Freedom Unlimited. So those are 0 annual fee cards. There's no reason, I can get the card and I don't have to pay an annual fee. So I can use the card if I want, which all those cards are good cards to use because you can still get point. You can still maximize points with those cards. Even the unlimited cards are good because it fits these different little categories where you might not be able to get more than 1 cent per point. So in this case, now you can get 1.5 cent per point. So that works, or 1.5 points per dollar. I don't know what's cents per point. All right. So anyway, yeah, those are the things that I look at. Like I want to make sure I'm getting cards that I can keep for a long period of time. That's my goal. Now, if it doesn't fit in that category, I'm not getting the card because I know 2-3 years down the road, I'm gonna want to either downgrade the card or do something with it. I'm not going to use it the way that it's not going to be useful to me. So that's why I don't look at the sign-up bonus. That's where I was trying to come all the way around. I forgot where I was going. So that's why I don't look at the sign-up bonus because the sign-up bonus is a one-shot deal. And then once you hit that sign-up bonus, you can do retention offers in the future if you want to try to do that. But for the most part, once you hit that sign-up bonus, and once it's gone, it's gone. So are you going to be able to keep that card? I mean, like they said, the honeymoon's over. Once that 50,000 is, you spent the 50,000 points, then are you going to keep the card or are you going to downgrade the card? Like, what are you going to do at that point? So I want to get a card that I know I can keep and I can still earn money over or earn points over time. Okay, so yeah, as far as a preferred, it's a better card and you can get more value out of it, but you have to travel. If you don't travel, I don't really push people to get the Chase Sapphire Preferred card anymore. I just don't. Like, the only real benefit of getting the Chase Sapphire Preferred over the Chase Sapphire Reserve right now is, and Will brought this up, he brought this to my, he opened my eyes about this. The sign-up bonus is better. So the sign-up bonus for the Chase Sapphire Preferred is $60,000. So let's say you have a plan. You're not traveling this year, but we're in the summer of 2019. You're planning on traveling the summer of 2020. So that's when you should get the Chase Sapphire Preferred, because you can get the Chase Sapphire Preferred, hit the sign-up bonus, get that 60,000 points, wait that whole year, and then when you get around to the, when the year's up, then you can call in, say, hey, I would like to see if I can do a product change to the Chase Sapphire Reserve. Then jump up to the Chase Sapphire Reserve. You have those points in your account, and they'll stay in the Ultimate Rewards account. And then now you can use a Chase Sapphire Reserve. Of course, you're going to have to pay the $450 annual fee at that time, but at least you'll have, you've given yourself a year to kind of get situated, and then you'll get that sign-up bonus, which is 60,000 compared to the 50,000 that Chase Sapphire Reserve has. But there's two ways to look at it too, because you can earn a lot more, or you can earn faster with the Chase Sapphire Reserve. So I guess there's an argument that could be made that if you get the Chase Sapphire Reserve right out of the gate and pay the $450 annual fee, you get 50,000 sign-up bonus, but you're using that card throughout the year, and then by that time next year you're going to have accrued more points than you would have accrued with the Chase Sapphire Preferred. So that's another argument that you could make to not get the Chase Sapphire Preferred. Okay, let's see. Okay. Justin, what's going on? Not a bad deal starting with preferred swapping referrals with someone else. Bonus points from referrals, and then you upgrade in month 13. Let's see, did I understand everything you say? Not too bad starting with referred, swapping referrals with someone else. Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's an option. That is an option. Chase Sapphire Reserve is not giving any referrals, so if you have that Chase Sapphire Preferred, and this is going to sound a little strange, but I still have the, I've always had the Chase Sapphire Preferred. So I had that Chase Sapphire Preferred before the Chase Sapphire Reserve came out. So when the Chase Sapphire Reserve came out, I jumped on that card, and I still have both cards. Now I know you're asking, well, why do you still have the Chase Sapphire Preferred? Because I don't use the Chase Sapphire Preferred anymore. But one thing to think about, and I don't even know, I don't know what I'm going to do at this point, but I picked up like 45,000 points on like sign-up referrals with the Chase Sapphire Preferred. Now, it's not offered with the Chase Sapphire Reserve. I can't find a friend, but I've like a referral. Or like a referral link, I guess you could say. But with the Chase Sapphire Preferred, there's referral links, and I think it's like 15,000. Yeah, I think it's like 15,000 sign-up bonus. If someone signs up using your link, then you get like 15,000. So I've made 45,000 on that card just by referral links. So should I keep the card, or should I downgrade the card to a Chase Freedom card? I can always get a Chase Freedom card. I don't have to downgrade, but that's my only option at this point. I can downgrade to Chase Freedom. I don't even need the Chase Freedom Unlimited. I have the Chase Ink Unlimited. So I can downgrade to the Chase Freedom, or I can just get the Chase Freedom outright, which makes sense. Get the Chase Freedom outright, keep the Chase Sapphire Preferred, and then keep working on the referral links with those cards. By the way, referral links are in the description of all of my videos, except for this one, because I don't think I put it in there on this one. So yeah, if you ever, and this is, I always tell people this, not just me, okay, but just, I always use referral links, okay? So if I'm signing up for a card, I'm gonna use a referral link. On our Facebook group, we have a referral link page, so you can go to our Facebook group. The link is in the comment section, so if you drop down to the comment section, I know if you're on a phone, you might not be able to see the comment section, but if you're on a computer, you can see the comment section, and there'll be links. So there'll be a link to the Facebook group and a link to the WhatsApp group. So I always use links or referral links when I sign up for a card, because it doesn't cost me anything, and it doesn't, so it's just a way to show appreciation, right? Or to help people out. And so that's why I put referral links on my description. So use my referral link, I'll use your referral link, we can help each other out in that sense. So right now, I know people are gonna be like, well, what card do you get next? What card do you get next? I don't know what card I'm getting next, but I will be sure to let you guys know prior to getting a card. That way, if you wanna, jump on it and give me a referral link, I'll definitely use it. But yeah, I think that's one of the good things that we should be helping each other out using referral links. I think it's a, it's a way for us to earn some points with the cards that we have. I think it's a good deal. It's just like the affiliate link, same thing, right? You're not paying anything extra to use an affiliate link, but if you use someone's affiliate link, then they get a little bit of a commission or a kickback. And let's face it, what do we do on this channel? All we do is talk about travel credit cards and why they're good or why they're bad. And so we're selling it to people. Like I can tell people, like I don't know how many people I've told about the Chase Ink cards and how amazing those cards are. And I might have persuaded some people into even thinking about the card or getting the cards. So that's what a referral link is all about, right? You're referring a friend, you're referring someone that you've talked to about the card. And the best salesman is like a person that you know or a person that you trust. So, all right, let's move on here. So Justin, Global Entry also gives you another form of ID, which could be valuable. Nice to have more than just a driver's license. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Justin's saying that. Got mine in the mail and used it today for a Western Union bill pay. Wow. Hope you're not sending the Western Union money overseas, man. Or overseas or somewhere. Yeah. Every time I hear Western Union, I just think, I don't know. I think of people sending money to people who are asking for money. Yeah. All right, let's see. I'll move forward here. But yeah, that is a good point, Justin. It is another form of ID. You do get a card. When I got the Global Entry, you get a card, a Global Entry card. Now, the card is a government-issued ID, which is great, but the card means nothing in the Global Entry TSA PreCheck world, and they told me that when I was interviewed, because you do have to. What I didn't say, I should have said. When you get the Global Entry TSA PreCheck, you do have to sit down for an interview. It takes like 5 minutes, but you do have to do that, and you just have to give them because you're filling out an application. They're going to do a background check on you and everything, make sure that you're on the up and up. But you do have to, you do have to do an interview. And they told me when I did that interview, they told me that we're going to give you a card, but the card is not going to be worth anything. And so, yeah, it isn't, because I was in line once and I had my ticket and I didn't have the TSA PreCheck written on the ticket because usually it'll print out on the ticket. It didn't print out on the ticket. And so I go to TSA PreCheck and they tell me, no, you can't go through this line. You have to go. And they're pointing at the line, right, the long line. I'm like, but I'm TSA PreCheck. And they said, well, it's not on your ticket. And so when I went through the other line, I pulled out my Global Entry card and I showed it to them. I said, hey, I'm TSA PreCheck. Why aren't they letting me go in? Oh, well, it's not on your ticket. And I said, well, I have my card here. And he was like, yeah, well, it's not guaranteed that you can TSA PreCheck. That's pretty much what he said. That was his automated response. And so I was like, oh, man. So I had to go through the regular line. But the way to avoid that is if you look at your ticket and it's not on there, go back to the counter, not reception, but go back to the airline counter and let them know, hey, I'm TSA PreCheck. I have my known traveler number and it's not showing up on the ticket. And that way, hopefully they can print out another ticket for you. Okay, let's see. I see that. Travis Warren, I know you subscribed like probably 20 minutes ago and I haven't looked at it. I just looked at it right now, but thank you for subscribing to the channel. Okay. All right, we're going to move on down here because I am... Okay. Justin's saying, you mentioned that you're not a fan of manufactured spend. What about website swag bucks? I'm not familiar with that. Use credit cards to buy points, which can be cashed out for gift cards, PayPal. It's really a good deal. Yeah, I don't know anything about swag bucks. Yeah, maybe I'm just old-fashioned. I just use the credit cards the regular way. And I don't know anything about this, but I always say you kind of you want to be careful when it comes to trying to, if you can't afford it, you can't afford it. The card's not the right card for you. That's the way that I look at it. When I say you can't afford the sign up, you can't afford the minimum spend. If you just don't spend that much money, you don't spend that much money in a 3-month period. Don't try to do things to try to get that manufacturer spend or to get that sign up bonus if you can't get it like organically, because you don't want to run into a problem where you hit a sign up bonus and you're using different means. I don't know anything about swag bucks, but I'm just saying let's say you're doing manufacturer spend and they flag you for whatever reason. And now you have your sign up, the points, and they take those points away from you. They freeze your account. And they might not do it right away. It might be somewhere down the road where you've earned even more points and now they're cutting all your points off. So you don't want to be in that situation. That's just my opinion when it comes down to it. So if you can afford to hit the sign-up bonus, by all means, get that card. If you can't, you have to do some extra stuff in order to try to get it. Well, you don't want to do that. Let's see here. I got okay. Let me got a little distraction here. Okay, I'll I got a text message from work. Always work. Okay, so let's move forward here. So yeah, Justin, I would be really careful when it comes to that. I'll look into swag bucks just to see what they are, but I always make sure, and I kind of know my limits. And you don't see too many. I've hit a sign up bonus for 5,000 just on like organic spend. Or actually, there was a trip in there, so I did have a trip that I paid for, but I haven't had any issues hitting sign up bonuses, and I've gone up to 5,000. Usually, you don't see a sign up bonus with spending more than 5,000 within 3 months. But like the one we went over today, the United card, 25,000. I mean, yeah, I guess you could try to manufacture spend that if you wanted to, but if you get caught doing that, they could freeze that account, freeze all your other accounts. You might have hundreds of thousands of points sitting in your account, and you won't know what to do. You know how to, or you won't know. You'll lose those points basically. So you don't want to do that. Let's see here. Oh. All right, let's see. All right, guys, any questions? This is a perfect time for you guys to hit the like button for us so we can bring some more people in the room. Let's get our goal today. Our goal is 50 likes. So we have a little bit of ways to go. We got 32 likes right now. So if you guys can please, if you have not hit the like button, go ahead and hit the like button for me so we can promote it out and bring more and more people in. Usually when we hit like 50 likes, it really helps the algorithms, and YouTube will bring more people in now as well as after on the rebroadcast. They'll bring more people in. So please do that for me. Thank you. Okay, so it says, so Nate and Jess is saying, it seems like Amex is kind of a high maintenance with the credits, or kind of, yeah, you know what? Yeah. Why can't they be easy like Chase? I don't get it. Yeah, they try to they put these little loopholes in there and just to throw you off. And I don't have the Amex cards right now, but that's one of the things that I don't like. Like if you're gonna give me a credit, give me a credit. Don't give me a credit and say I have to make a commitment to an airline and I can only change that once per year, and you can't use gift cards, and just all these different little loopholes just to try to keep you from using the benefits that they're promoting. That's my thing. Don't promote something and then tell me, oh, but you got to do this, this, and this, and this to get it. Like the good thing about the Chase Sapphire Reserve, the reason that I like that card so much is I can use the card and I know, like, I get that $300 credit. I don't have to worry about signing up for an airline or not being able to use it for airline gift cards, or I mean, it's just, yeah, that's one thing that Chase is doing right. I mean, they're doing a lot of different things right, but that's one thing that they're holding to. Their travel credit is a travel credit. It's not oh yeah, we're going to give you an airline credit and then have you have to jump through hoops in order to use it, in the hopes that you won't use it so they can save money on the back end. So yeah, that's a problem. I think most people would probably be okay if you just said, okay, give me a $150 credit instead of a $200 credit, but just let me use it everywhere. Or give me a $100 credit, like I'm talking about the Amex Platinum. Give me a $100 credit, just straight up travel credit. I can use it for anything, compared to a $200 incidental credit that I have to use on a specific airline. Yeah, I do not like that at all. Okay. All right, here. So if you guys have questions for me, just put at TEC. Okay, I always forget to hit my, let's see, does it work? There it is, like button. All right, I'm silly. Hey, I got these little buttons and stuff now, these little bells and whistles, and I want to use them. Now I use this one. Now watch how this one will slow up. It's our little subscribe button, but see how it's slow? I gotta decrease that file. It's too big. And look, it's even hung right now. All right. All excited about these little extra features. All right, you guys are probably like, what is wrong with this guy right now? All right, at TEC, if you have a question for me. Okay. Okay. Oh, I had a question. I just lost it. Okay, so Justin saying Swagbucks is great. Easily can put you in more than $600 a month and spend $2 or $20.99 a day profit. Idea to get. Yeah, I'll look into the Swagbucks. I've never used anything like that. Braveheart saying just sent you a message. Okay, I will check it out. You sent it on where? If you sent it on the WhatsApp group, yeah, if you send it on the WhatsApp group, I'll check it out. Check it out after the stream. I don't get any messages right now because I have my Wi-Fi, and like it, for whatever reason, I turn my Wi-Fi off to control my camera, so I won't get any messages until after. Okay. Okay, Deborah, how you doing? Hello, there is Chase Sapphire Preferred card still good to get. So is that Chase Sapphire Preferred still good to get? It depends on where you are in your whole travel reward credit card history. If you're just starting out, it's a card to consider. There are better cards out there right now. I always recommend, I mean, the thing with the Chase Sapphire Preferred, and I say this over and over, but the thing with the Chase Sapphire Preferred is you're always, at some point, you're going to want to graduate to that Chase Sapphire Reserve. You just are, because if you travel. If you don't travel, then there are other cards that you can get that are probably better than the Chase Sapphire Preferred, like the Venture card. I think the Venture, if you're not a traveler, the Venture card is a better card than the Chase Sapphire Preferred in the sense that you're getting 2 points for every dollar spent across the board. And you can use that if, let's say, you're using it for cash back or gift cards or something like that. I think it's a better card. If you do travel, I think the Chase Sapphire Reserve is the card that you want. The Chase Sapphire Preferred is a card to consider. And like I said with the discussion that I had with Will, and he was saying, yeah, get the card, get the 60,000 sign-up bonus, and then upgrade the card in a year, and you'll have that 60,000 sign-up bonus. Now, when you upgrade the card, you're not going to get a sign-up bonus. So you'll upgrade, and you're not going to get any sign-up bonus at all. That's a way to look at it. But the thing is, the earn possibility with the Chase Sapphire Preferred, 2 points for every dollar spent at hotels, or with travel, 2 points for every dollar spent at restaurants. Whereas when you get the Chase Sapphire Reserve, you bump that up to 3 points for every dollar spent at restaurants, 3 points for every dollar spent on travel. Plus, you get that $300 travel credit. So although the annual fees are different, you're going to get the $300 travel credit. So if you're a traveler, you're good. And so if you get the $300 travel credit and you use it, which most people will use at least $300 a year in travel, and then that will bring that down to a $150 annual fee compared to a $95 annual fee with the Chase Sapphire Preferred. And then you can get some of the other little benefits that the card has. Just lounge access alone, like I said, you go and if you have a friend with you or your husband or your wife, you go to an airport that has restaurant credit, Priority Pass restaurant credit, you guys can both eat on the house, like 50, what is it? What's the math? $56 or something like that credit, because you can get it for two. Yeah, that's an amazing deal. It really is. Or if you're just by yourself, you're going to get a $28 credit or $30 credit. For whatever reason, PF Chang's gives you a $30 credit, and you're supposed to get $28, but they give you $30 credit. But anyway, so you can get that free food, and just think, even on one trip, I could get that. I can get my money's worth. I can get $30 when I fly out, so get to the airport early, fly out, and then if I have a layover somewhere, I could check to see if they have a restaurant, use a restaurant credit there, get another $30, and then on my way back, get to the airport early if they have a restaurant there, use it, get another $30 back, and then, believe it or not, when I get back to, because I fly into Los Angeles, when I get back to LAX, if the time is right, go right up to the international area and get another meal, another $30. So, I mean, we're talking one trip, I might be able to use it 4 times. So, God, what's the math? $120, $120 value on one trip using that restaurant credit. So you can make out. And it's for food. It's something that I like, one, and it's something that we all need. So it's not like it's something that you're never going to use. It's like, hey, when I go, usually the last trip that I took to Hawaii, I made sure that I didn't eat prior to going to the airport because I was going to use that restaurant credit. And so, just things like that. You can kind of plan your day around going to, hopefully everything works out, but going to the airport so you can get free food. So, yeah, that's a good deal. That's a real good deal. So I would be pushing people more toward the Chase Sapphire Reserve as opposed to Chase Sapphire Preferred. But if you're not comfortable spending that $450 annual fee and you want to just get started out, Chase Sapphire Preferred is still a good card to get. And you're in the Chase ecosystem. That's another thing I didn't mention. So let's say you do go with the Venture card. Well, now you're out of the Chase ecosystem. You're using up one of the slots. So if you want to go with Chase eventually, you're using up a slot by getting that Venture card. So maybe it is better if you already know I want to get Chase cards and I'm worried about the 524 rule, then get Chase card. Then get the Chase Sapphire Preferred. So if you're not ready for the Chase Sapphire Reserve, get that Chase Sapphire Preferred. Just like Will, I'm going to start calling it Will's method. Will's method, get the Chase Sapphire Preferred, keep it for a year, upgrade to the Chase Sapphire Reserve. You get the 60,000 sign-up bonus. You're still in the ecosystem. And if I do an upgrade, I'm not taking another slot to do that upgrade. I'm just doing an upgrade, and then I can still get some other Chase cards and build up my Chase ecosystem. All right, let's move on here. Okay, so Braveheart, I'm sorry I didn't like from earlier. I was caught up in the video. Okay, cool. No worries, no worries. Just please like the video though, if we can. We're at 36, so almost at 40, so please like the video if you haven't done so. And, let's see. Let's see. Oh. Wow, just skip me all the way to the bottom. So if you guys have questions specifically for me, just put at TEC and I will answer those for you. All right. Okay. All right, so I hate because I don't read all the stuff, so I know you guys are having a discussion. I don't know what it's about. So I fell out of the loop. I just see bits and pieces. All right, all right. Um, so yeah, like I said, I just wanted to come on just to come on. I didn't have anything else I was doing tonight, so let me know though. Nobody let me know, so let me know. We can start doing it right now since I'm at the bottom already. What nights do you guys like? Like, what would be a good night for you to watch a live stream if you were to watch a live stream? Just put in the chat. Just put Thursday, Friday, Saturday, whatever the day is. I just want to take kind of a tally, just a toll, just to see what people like, and it'll be around 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time that I'll be doing it. But yeah, I'm just interested. Every night is a good night. Yeah, every night is a good night. Yeah, I've actually been thinking about this. It's going to be closer to Christmas time, but doing some kind of a marathon. I just can't see myself doing it 30 days straight, but at least doing it like a week straight, like a week marathon live stream every night. So I don't know. I'm planning on doing that. It's going to be like November, December time that I would do that. But yeah, that would be cool. Like every day, I think would be just insane because I have a job, so I would go to work, then come home, do a live stream, then go to bed, go back to work. Yeah, that would be pretty crazy. But I think a week, I want to do that. I definitely will do a week, just a week marathon. Let's see. Uh, Okay, so Peltworks saying when you run the actual numbers, the reserve looks worse than the preferred. In what sense, though? Like I said, when you're running numbers, if you run the numbers, it's easier to hit that $95 annual fee than it is to hit a $450 annual fee. But what are you getting with that card? That's the whole thing. Like if I travel, I want and if you're not using lounge access now, then it's not going to mean anything to you. But once you start using lounge access, then you're probably going to see that as being valuable. Once you like before for the longest, well, they've had this restaurant credit out for a little time now. I didn't really see the value in the restaurant credit until I used the restaurant credit. I'm like, this is amazing. What? I get $30 free? So there's so many things that you can get with the Chase Sapphire Reserve that you can't get with the Chase Sapphire Preferred for people who travel. Now, if you don't travel, then a lot of those things they're not gonna play a role. Lounge access isn't gonna be any good if you're not traveling, or if you travel once or even twice per year, big deal. But if you're traveling 3-4 times plus per year, lounge access is huge because a lot of those flights, a lot of those trips, you're gonna have a layover somewhere. And when you get in that when you have that layover, it could be 3, it could be 4 hours. You're gonna want to have somewhere to relax. Lounges are perfect for that. And some of the lounges have showers. They have nice, comfortable chairs. You can take a nap if you want to. When I was in China, I had an 8-hour layover. And you'll find out when you start using points, you're going to have some layovers because that's kind of the way things work. Those flights I mean, it'll get you there, and you can get there in style. You can fly first class, business class, but you will still have those layovers, and you don't want to be that person that you have that 8-hour. Like I had the 8-hour layover. I was able to sleep in that lounge. And I told myself, oh, I'm not going to go to sleep. I'm not going to go to sleep. Man, sure enough, I got in there. I got some food. I relaxed a little bit. And I was out. I slept for a couple of hours. So, yeah, that's very, very valuable, having lounge access. So just different things to look at. And then, like we were talking about, too, the travel insurance. You have better insurance with the Chase Sapphire Reserve. So if I get my bags lost or stolen, all that stuff, you have more money that you're compensated when it comes to that. Purchase protection, you have more money that you can be compensated by using that card. So there's more value there. It's just a matter of if you're going to use that value compared to using the value that the Chase Sapphire Preferred has. So that's the way I look at it. But is it easier to hit the annual fee? Yes, it's easier. It's definitely easier with the Chase Sapphire Preferred. It's just like when people say, well, I want to get a good travel card that's a 0 annual fee. And to be honest with you, there's really not there's none. Like you're not, if you pay a $95 annual fee or you pay a $450 annual fee, you're gonna get more benefits than if you have a zero annual fee card. It's just, that's just the way it is. And that's the way they design these cards, right? So that zero annual fee card is kind of, it's usually a cashback card, or it's a card, it's an entry level card. And they want to get you involved, get you interested in the credit card. And so how do they entice you? They say, oh, you don't have to pay an annual fee. You just get this card. And then they're still going to start pushing these other cards to you because they know that you're interested. And then most people will get a $95 annual fee card or a $450 annual fee card. And the reason that they do that is because you have more benefits. So don't be afraid of the annual fee. Just make sure that you know that you can get the benefits out of the card. And if you know that you can get those benefits out, if you travel enough, the Chase Sapphire Reserve card is a far better card than the Chase Sapphire Preferred in every aspect. I mean, you have to understand, they're the same card in the sense that everything that the Chase Sapphire Preferred has, the Chase Sapphire Reserve has, and more. That's the way you need to look at it. The only thing that people are looking at value-wise is the annual fee. And they're looking at the annual fee and saying, oh, well, this is a $95 annual fee, and I can hit that annual fee a lot easier than the Chase Sapphire Reserve. But they're not thinking about the travel credit. So you got $300. That drops us down to $150. So now I have a $95 annual fee card and a $150 annual fee card. And so, that's a difference of, what is it, 60 bucks? So now we're at like $60 difference between the two cards. Can I get $60 value out of a Chase Sapphire Reserve? One dinner for two at one of the restaurant, using the restaurant credit. One dinner will get you that $60 value, right? And so once you hit that, then now the cards, money-wise, they're even. And then, like I said, everything that the Chase Sapphire Preferred has, the Chase Sapphire Reserve has. So earn possibility, all that stuff, they're both the same. So I don't know. My argument is go with the Chase Sapphire Reserve, if at all possible. All right, let's see here. I know we were talking about dates here, or weeks here, or days here. Where did all the days go? Oh man, where were we? Okay. So David's saying Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, you guys want to kill me. TEC, we love it every night. Yeah. HD chilling. What's going on, Hardy? How you doing, brother? WhatsApp group. So Tuesday. So he's saying Tuesday. Let's see here. Okay. So Shamrock, what's going on, Shamrock? So Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, as I am usually traveling for work and stuck up in a hotel room anyway. Oh, wow. Wow, okay. I'm already bored, so I might as well watch you. All right, Shamrock. Thursday, I think, is a good day. That's the only reason I brought it up. And Flashboy saying every day. Yeah, every day is not going to be an option, but I'm just kind of just trying to see how people usually. And do you guys watch other streams too? Do you watch other live streams? And if you do, what days do you watch those? Let's see. Braveheart, like all I went started, my score was like 450. No credit cards whatsoever. Now I have a 700 with my new Chase Sapphire Reserve. Cool. So that's Braveheart saying that. So his credit was low. He was able to get his credit over 700. That's really cool. Yeah, your FICO score will increase with credit cards. Believe it or not, like people think, oh well, yeah, you get credit cards. I hear that it messes up your credit and your FICO score go down. And if you spread them out the right way, like you don't just get a bunch of cards all at once, because every time I get a card, my credit will take a hit. So if I get a card, my credit usually takes about 5 to 6 point hit. So it'll drop down about 5 to 6 points just because of the hard pull. And then after 2 or 3 months of having the card, then my credit will jump up, and usually jumps up higher than where it was before. And the reason for that is my credit limit has increased. And so my credit utilization usually will go down a little bit because my credit increased. So let's say my credit utilization, or let's say my credit, all the available credit that I have out at one given time, let's say it's 100,000. So my overall credit is 100,000, right? And I have $11,000 that's tied up. Like 11 rotating credits is 11,000. So I have money that's out there, right? 11,000. So my credit utilization at this point is 11%, right? And usually they tell you get it under 10%. And so let's say I get another credit card. So I get another credit card, and that credit card credit limit is 10,000. And so I'll take a ding. So when I get the card, it's going to be a hard pull. I'm going to take a ding. Well, it won't always be a hard pull. Like if you have American Express cards, sometimes it's not a hard pull. But let's say it's not one of those cards. I take the hard pull. It'll drop down 5-6 points, and then after 2 or 3 months, then it'll jump up, and it'll probably jump up higher than it was before, because now, let's say all things being equal, I still have kind of $11,000 that's out there as far as money that I owe. So my credit utilization will go from 11% down to 10% because now I've increased my credit limit to 110,000 as opposed to the 100,000 I had before. I think I did those numbers right. But anyway, your credit utilization will lower. So that's what you want. So that will help your credit. But yeah, getting credit cards, it can help. And over time, the more credit I have available to me, the better, the overall better as far as and you need to pay them off every month though. So you can't get in that game where you're not paying your credit cards off. You need to pay it off every month. Never carry a balance, and you'll be fine. Okay. Let's see. Flashpoint saying just quit your job. Yeah, it's not lucrative, man. This is not lucrative enough to quit your job, that's for sure. Yeah. Yeah, YouTube doesn't pay very much. I mean, it's good money for buying all the little gadgets and stuff that I have on the channel. But yeah, it's not making a living money. You gotta be a million subscribers. You have to have a million subscribers to do that. Have a really active channel. Yeah, and it's scary too. Like just like I was talking about earlier, I don't know what happened to my view count just went down, and they said that they're having issues with the playback of videos. So you're kind of banking on the fact that everything goes smooth. Like what if this is your living and they have some issues with playback, so now they're not playing your videos or they're not able to view your videos because of whatever reason. So now that month you could take a real big ding and go from whatever you were making, like if it's a full-time gig, you're making like $5,000 a month. I'm just saying, like if you're doing this for a living, and then you take a ding, now you're going to get like $2,500 a month or something, which is still good, but if you're accustomed to $5,000, you got to pay bills and your mortgage and all that. Well, yeah, that's pretty scary. I like it just like it is. I have a full-time job, and then I can make a little bit of money on the side doing this. That's perfect. And this is all money that I can just use for improving the channel. Okay. All right, let's see here. So I see a lot of Tuesdays. So a lot of people are saying Tuesday. I've done a couple of interviews on Tuesday. So let's see. IDK thumbs down. We appreciate Justin input. All right. What is going on, guys? Don't troll on the channel. Not me, but anybody. Oh, God. All right, let me just move on here. So IDK, man, behave. I don't know what's going on. I missed something, but yeah, there are moderators in the room, and I give them all rights to do whatever they think is necessary. So just behave, man. Shamrock, let's see. Please don't suggest napping in lounges. Laugh out loud. There's enough folks getting way too comfortable in the lounge, just snoring loud. Let's see, talking or loud chewing. Shamrock. Yeah, I had to sleep though, man. I'm with you. Yeah, you don't want to get too comfortable in the lounge, but I was there for 8 hours, and it was that whole flight. That was the craziest flight I've ever had because my first leg was from Thailand to China, 6 hour flight, business class. So I was loving that. And then I got to the airport in China, and then I was going from business class to economy. So my long haul. Anytime they tell you mixed cabin when you're selecting your using points to select your flights, and it says mixed cabin, you can almost guarantee that the longest flight is going to be economy. And the shorter flight will be business class. Because usually, like if you look at the business class section, it'll say mixed cabin. That's what it means. And I had to book it because there was nothing else available. So it was either going to be economy the whole way or doing the business class economy. So I had a long flight ahead of me. I was already in it 6 hours. I had an 8 hour layover, and then I had to fly 10 hours to get from China to California. And then from there, I didn't come into LAX. I had to go to San Jose, and then from San Jose, then I flew in. So it was like a 32 hour, like being awake for 32 hours, basically. Actually, more than that, because I had to get to the airport and all that. So I was just like, I wanted to sleep anywhere that I could. So I did take like a 2 hour nap. But yeah, no, I'm with you. Yeah. Okay. Shamrock, what did they delete? What is he deleting from? Okay, yeah. So I got my little Streamlab bot that will do some blocking too. I thought you were too good for lounges and we're exclusively restaurants and terminal type guy. Yeah, no, I swear up and down by lounges. I like them. I don't know why my little bot is blocking you. Haha, you're right. That makes Kevin's nice. I wish I could do this on the fly as far as the bot. I don't know what he sees in your comments, Shamrock, but he keeps blocking the stuff that you're putting out. I see. I can't control this bot, and I can't control him while we're doing the show. So I made a few tweaks, but he's always getting in there. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so you guys are talking about Amex cards, Flash okay, maybe you can talk to your audience more about finding amazing about the altitude reserve. Okay, let's see. All right, guys. Any other questions? Any other questions? If you guys are in here right now and you have not hit the like button, please do so for me so we can get up to 50 likes. We're at about 40 right now, and we'll be on here a little bit longer. So if you guys have any questions or anything like that, please put it in the chat. If you're new to the channel, this is what we talk about. We talk about travel reward credit cards. We'll do reviews right here. So if you want to know about a different travel credit card, just let us know and we'll pull it up and look at it and let you know I'll let you know what I think. I might even have the card. I might tell you from personal experience how I use it. If you're new to travel credit cards, this is the channel that you want to subscribe to. So please do, because you'll get as much information as you need when it comes to credit cards getting started. Because getting started is the hardest part. It's like, okay, what cards do I get? Like, what travel credit card do I get first? How do I use points? And you can hear like different stories of how I use points. And we have people in here that will tell you stories about how they use points and what hotel credit card to get. That's a big one because a lot of people, they're thinking, okay, well, what hotel card do I get? If I have a Chase ecosystem, what hotel card do I get? If I have an American Express ecosystem, what hotel card do I get? What's the best hotel card in your opinion that's out there right now? Airline credit cards. We were just looking at the United Explorer Business credit card. Really good credit card. If you have a business, it's a credit card that I would recommend. If you travel and you have a business and you spend 25,000 in a 6-month period, it's a card to consider, definitely. Let's see. Here we are. Let's see. Okay, all right, Dolly. All right, let's see. Yeah, I don't know what the bot saw. Maybe if you use any profanity, Shamrock, then that's probably what they pulled. But if you didn't, I don't know. Maybe it saw a word and thought it was. Maybe I should take snoring off. Okay. All right, guys. Any other questions? And please, we're 9 away, so we have 38 people in the room right now. I'm sure we have at least 9 people in the room that have not liked the stream. So please hit the like button if you have not done so, so we can get up to that 50 milestone that we're looking at. Shamrock said no profanity here. All right, I need to work on this whole bot thing. I have no control over it. The only thing I do is like offline, I can set it up and tell it, okay, if someone posts a link, then don't show it, or if someone posts a certain word, don't show it, that kind of stuff. But yeah, I understand, Shamrock. No worries, man. No worries. So yeah, I can't control it. I can't control the bot once it gets going. And I guess there probably is a way that I can do it when it's live, but I just don't know how to do it yet. So I'm kind of stuck with what what we have here. Live show next week featuring. Yeah, we can do one. We can do one, Jason, if you want to. So Monday we already have planned. We're gonna do like a community live. So we're doing a community live next week. David has already agreed, and Braveheart has already agreed. Hopefully they're still cool with doing it. We can do one more. We can have one more person if you guys want to do that. So we'll have a total of 4 of us on the screen, and then Flashpoint we can do whenever you want next week. Just let me know. Just let me know the date or the day that works for you. We'll come. We'll do another one for sure. So you got all settled probably. You got all your stuff together. So yeah, anytime you want. Let's see. All right, guys, 7 away, 7 likes. We need 7 likes. I hate bugging you guys about this, but I just know this is what I do. Okay, I'm a big nerd when it comes to offline stuff. So I look at all the stats, right? And so I look at stats on, and there's so many stats. One good thing about YouTube, there are a lot of good things about just having, doing YouTube videos and stuff. But one of the good things that YouTube does is they have a lot of information, and they show you everything when it comes to how to get more views and all that stuff. So I look at all the different graphs, and one thing that I see, the more likes the video gets, the better the video does overall, because it just gets promoted more. And so if you hit like a milestone, and usually the milestone for me is like 50 likes. Once a video hits like 50 likes, it's almost guaranteed that it will be promoted and more people will see it. So that's why I always talk about likes, hey, like the video. And that's pretty much all I talk about. I don't even talk about like subscribing that much. But subscribing is good too, yes, because you'll get notified when I put out videos. But to help me, if you really want to help the channel, and our whole goal here is to grow, so we can have a larger community of people who are in here talking about travel credit cards. If we really want to do that, the way to do that is by hitting the like button. Because when I look at all my videos, I look at the like button. Videos that get like 30 likes, they usually don't do much after the live stream. Videos that get like 50 likes or more, they do really well after the live stream. So that's why I talk about it a lot. So that's why I'm bugging. All right, let's see here. Uh-oh, what are we missing here? What are we talking about? Braveheart, it's my birthday, brother. Oh, it's your birthday, man. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Braveheart. Is it today or is it going to be on Monday? Let me know. Happy birthday, though, man. Expat for life. What's going on? How you doing? Let's see. Yeah, happy birthday, man. Let's see. All right, guys. All right. I'm trying to see trying to catch up on all the stuff you guys are writing in here. 8-9. Oh, it's tomorrow. Okay. All right. Cool, man. Hey, my Streamlab bot is saying, please like the video so YouTube will promote it to others. Thank you. All right. So we're 4 away, guys. 4 more likes, please. If you can be so kind. Any questions, though, guys? Any other questions for me? Just let me know. Thanks, guys. I'm sharing it with TEC. Another day in paradise. So, expat for life, where are you living? I know you live somewhere outside of the country. And Flashpoint's asking, did I send my letter to Chase? Yes, I did send my letter to Chase. Did I send it too late? I don't know. We'll find out because I sent it today. It was weird how they had it. Okay, they said you could send it the week of the 7th, and then they said it's either the 7th, 8th, or the 9th, depending on, I guess, where you live or what. But yeah, it's just weird, right? Like they didn't give, I don't know. This is the information that I was getting because initially I thought it was the 9th. And so I was going to send it on the 9th. And, you know, I'll wait till the last minute, of course. And so I looked at it today and it said the week of the 7th. And then I looked at it again and I'm looking, it's, yeah, depending on where you live. I don't know. So I sent it today. It's the 8th. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see if it gets there. Or if they take it. They probably won't even take it. Who knows? And you know, it kind of made me feel weird too. I don't know if you guys sent, and if you guys know what we're talking about. So to get out of, they're pretty much, if you don't respond, Chase put out these emails to everyone basically saying that you don't have a right to, like you can't get let's say your information is stolen and you wanted to sue Chase, you don't have the right to sue. Like they have like some type of arbitration that would happen, but you don't have a right to like get a lawyer and file a civil suit and all that stuff. You lose that right. So you had to, in writing, say that you don't want to be a part of this whole arbitration thing. I think I'm saying it right, but basically, if I could file my own suit if I wanted to. But if I don't send the letter, then it goes into arbitration and they pretty much, well, I won't say they control it. It's supposed to be like, you know, a third party, but you always want to have the right to file your own suit if you wanted to do that. So anyway, I did send mine off. That's what we're talking about. But I started thinking, like, I wonder if that's going to hurt us, because they say, and in the information they say that they're not going to, there's no they're not going to retaliate against you. Chase isn't going to retaliate against you or close your accounts and stuff. But I wonder if, they might not offer you things anymore. You know what I mean? Like they might say, hey, yeah, we're not going to offer this person these new sign-up bonuses or something like that. Like they'll hold it against you. I'm hoping that's not the case, but I mean, I guess it could happen, right? So I guess I'll find out. Yeah, so that's pretty interesting. I did think about that, though. Okay. Gary, what's going on? So, Expat for Life, you're in Envigado. Okay, cool. So I will be going out to Colombia in October. And I'm going to be staying in Sabaneta. And this is Sabaneta. Yeah, Sabaneta. This is the first time I've stayed in Sabaneta. So I'll be like right near you. I don't know if you want to have coffee or something, but I will be out in that area. And it's going to be October. I'm going out there October Actually, I won't be there until probably October 7th or 8th. I'm going to Bogota. I'll be in Bogota for a few days, and then I'm coming into Medellin. So yeah, if you're open to it, you could we could have some coffee and you can tell me about Colombia, because as if you didn't know, I love Colombia. So I'd love to hear how it is living in Colombia, being an expat out there. That might be my future. So let's see here. What did we? Okay. Ray for saying he forgot to send his letter. He'll send it tomorrow. Yeah, I would just send it off anyway. Like I said, I don't know. I might not even be able to get it. But what is Streamline? Okay. All right. Yeah. Let me. I don't know if I can copy that. Yeah. Let's see if I can copy that and paste it. Let's see here. All right, guys. I'm doing something in the background here. Just hold tight for one second here. Yeah, I'll hit you up, expat. If I can get this thing to work. Here we go. All right. All right. I just sent you a test email there, expat. I just wanted to make sure. I wanted to save it, but I couldn't save it, so I just sent an email. That way it'll save to my thing here. Okay. All right. All right, guys. Any other questions? And please, if you have not done so, hit the like button. We just need 2 more, and we hit 50. Let's see. All right. Yeah, no, I got it, expat. It showed it to me. It wasn't that my little bot won't let you put emails out there, and you probably don't want to have your email out to everybody anyway. So I was able to get it. Let's see. We didn't retaliate. Wait, we didn't retaliate for opting out of the arbitration, but we canceled your cards for suspicious activity. As Michael's saying that, yeah, they're gonna say that. Yeah, we didn't retaliate, but we're shutting your cards down for suspicious activity. Yeah, they can always get you. I mean, they really can. But we'll see. I mean, I guess that could, well, I'm sure we signed away something saying that they have every right to cancel our card for any reason, and they don't have to give a reason. So, yeah, we'll see. I think there's probably going to be a lot of people that are gonna send a letter anyway. So, unless they want to completely gut out their whole base of people with cards. I mean, I have what, 6 cards, 7 cards that are Chase. So, yeah. All right, let's see here. Okay. All right, guys. Any other questions or anything? Let's see. TDC. I see 49. 49. Oh, 49 likes. No, we're at 48. Oh, I don't know. It's showing me 48. 2 more likes, guys. 2 more people just came in. Just hit the like button for us so we can get over that 50. Let's see. At will employment. And now at will credit card applications. Laugh out loud. That's Shamrock saying that. Yeah. It's scary, man. It's scary. You know what's funny? Did somebody dislike or did somebody unlike? We went from 48 to 47. Oh, man. That's too funny. All right. All right, guys. Any other questions? Any other comments? Please feel free to put it in the chat. And we'll wait a few more minutes here. I just feel 2 more likes coming on. So let's see. Or even just 1 like. You know, I can end it. I can end it right now. I forgot. Or no, I gotta pull it up. I don't have it up. I was gonna give my video a like, but I gotta go in there. I'm not in there. Okay. Justin saying thanks TEC. Yeah, no problem. I enjoy doing this, guys. So, I mean, yeah, I enjoy doing the live streams. You guys know that already. I jump on anytime. So just I do want to test out different days just to kind of see how things work. Friday is off the table for me because I usually work Friday night, but the rest of the week at night I can do live streams. So yeah, we'll test out different nights. Now Saturday's still going to be a night, and then Monday. But other than that, I know in Flashpoint I talked about this already. We want to do a show, like an ongoing show. And I do one on my channel. He does one on his channel. We kind of go back and forth like that. So we'll probably have to pick a day for that. So yeah, that'll be the plan. Yeah, I don't know, for whatever reason, guys, it's showing me 49 likes, but you guys are saying 50 likes, so that's cool. So thank you guys for getting us to 50 likes, and I appreciate everybody stopping by. I mean, you guys are really good. I mean, impromptu, right? I just got on. I just posted it maybe 15 minutes before we got going. And we had a real good showing tonight. We had a bunch of people in here asking questions and everything. So, yeah, I really appreciate it. Like I said, I did the little video a couple of days ago just about saying that I appreciate everything. Appreciate you guys, your support, and that makes everything. That makes a big difference. And it's actually better when I do live streams than when I just put out videos, because I don't really get a response from them. Like, you'll get people commenting, but a lot of people will comment with questions about like different things, but you don't really see that much engagement. Like, they'll ask a question, you answer it, done. They'll say, great video, done. And I read all the comments. So the good thing about live streams is I can get kind of feedback back and forth, or feedback right now. Like, I ask you guys a question, what days you guys like, and then you guys can give me the feedback. So I don't know. It works a lot better for me. Uh-oh, message retracted. God, what are we doing here? And Shamrock's saying, you are saying, I don't know how you work full-time and are on as much as you are. I appreciate the time you give the channel and the content. All right, thanks, Shamrock. I appreciate it. Yeah. I don't know, when you enjoy doing something, I don't even really think about it. It's like, I mean, if I'm awake, I can be on here sitting. And I have a setup now. Like, before, when I first got started, I had to pull out everything every time I wanted to do a live stream, put the camera on the tripod, set up the lights, and now I just said, I'm just gonna have everything set up. So, yes, this is a part of my living room. A small part, but it's part of my living room. And I just have it set up like this. And I have all the lights and everything's ready to go. So all I need to do is sit down, flip the lights on. I was showing Flashpoint this. So I have my lights on a remote. Oh, that's the wrong one. So I turn my lights off just like that. And then I turn them on. I turn my lights. So I can just sit down, turn my lights on, and then, have the lights come on. And then I have these lights. These are on another remote. So just flip those on, turn on my computer, turn on the lights, and let's go. Turn the camera on, and we're ready to go. So it takes minutes, or like maybe at most 5 minutes for me to set everything up. But most of that time is just the computer loading up, because it takes time for that to load up, and then load up all the software and everything. Okay, and Michael's saying your lighting is definitely not as intimate as it used to be. Yeah, I have that set. That's still there. It's just not. It's not in a good place. Like, that is my kitchen area. So it's just, yeah, it's not in a good place. But it was a lot darker than it is now. Yeah, it is different. At some point, I'll probably use that again. But for live streams, this is perfect because it's a corner of the room. It's not like in the middle. Like, that was like in the middle of my you know, that was my dining area. So it kind of got a little, like I'm sitting in the middle of my living room facing my dining, or the dining areas behind me and all that. So yeah, it wasn't practical, but it's still there. I don't use it. And then I have another set in another bedroom. So I don't use that one at all anymore, but I will be using it once I start, because I still have another channel that I haven't launched yet, Creator Visuals. So that's another channel that I'll be launching. It's just going to talk about camera equipment. How to make YouTube videos is basically what it's going to be about, but how to make YouTube videos on the technical side. So the camera equipment to get, mics, lighting, all that stuff. So that's what I'm going to talk about on that channel. I just haven't had time. Like, I'm doing all this stuff now, and I'm really focusing on this channel, which is good. And our whole goal is what? Right above me, 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So if you guys are in here, you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so. Please do so, because that's what we're trying to get to. 10,000 subscribers by December 28th. December 28th, that's my birthday, so hope that will be a really nice birthday present to hit 10,000. And that's a milestone for YouTube. So just so you know, you have the 1,000, that's a milestone. Once you hit 1,000, then you get 4,000 watch time hours. Then you're able to monetize your videos, which means you're able to make a little money on AdSense. So the ads that play, you're able to make money on that. Then when you hit 10,000, that's another milestone where YouTube will offer you workshops and stuff like that free of charge. So they'll help you out with your channel a little bit more. Whereas right now, like, they have these different, they call them YouTube spaces. They have a YouTube space in Los Angeles, which is not too far from where I am, and they offer the studio to you. And you can use their studio for free, as well as they have workshops where they will teach you how to be a better YouTuber and teach you about algorithms and all the stuff that you need to be successful on YouTube. So once you hit 10,000, they really will invest in your channel. Whereas right now they won't they won't invest in my channel. So that's why I want to hit that. And if I can hit that by the end of the year, then we can start the year off right. And I can get the training, all the different little training and stuff that I need. I can do more collaborations because they don't have another studio to go work out of. So if I have people who do a similar thing that we do on this channel, I can collaborate with them. I can collaborate with different people from other channels. And we have a studio to work out of, which is a lot better. Okay. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and take off. Let's see. TC's king of credit cards. Thank you, David. I appreciate that. Let's see. David saying, do you use the room you're in for anything else but live streaming and filming? It's just the side of my living room. So I don't know. I don't use this area for anything. It's just this. And that's the best way to do it. Like, you don't want to have, like I said, you don't want to have to set up everything every time, because then it just makes it not, like, I'll sit there and think, you know what? I don't want to do a live stream because I don't want to have to set everything up. It takes 15 minutes, 20 minutes to set things up. It just takes too long. So now I have it. It's just all here. And I even have dual monitors that are set up. So I have my one monitor that has my software in front of me, and then I have another monitor that shows everything as far as YouTube's concerned, so I can see. Now I finally figured out that there's a page, a live stream that I can watch, a page where I can see the likes. I wasn't able to see the likes before. So now I can see the likes, and I can see a graph of everything that's in the room and all that. So yeah, but it just works better that way. All right, guys, we're going to have to take off. Night, everyone. 4 a.m. Start tomorrow. Oh, good. Flashpoint. That's crazy, man. Wow, 11 p.m. my time. Wow. All right, let's see. Any other questions? All right, guys, yeah, we're going to go ahead and take off. Thank you guys for stopping by at a moment's notice. You guys are great. I'm telling you, man, I love doing live streams, and I love getting on here and just people just jump in and they're like, okay, let's watch. So we hit the 50 likes. Thank you very much for that. We will be on Saturday, so You're not going to see me on tomorrow because I will be working, but Saturday we'll be on live at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Don't have a topic yet, but we'll figure something out. And Flashpoint, I know you're going to bed now. Let's talk tomorrow though, sometime. We could set up a show. But other than that, I think that's all I have. Yeah, that's all I have. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.